Hey guys, come right along with me as I school a young quarter horse gelding. So this is Logan. He is a 8-year-old quarter horse gelding, and he has a little bit the typical Western pleasure type gaits, a little bit shorter strides, and a little bit tight in his body. He's a very comfortable ride, but he needs to learn to kind of loosen up and be able to take a longer step. So the first of two exercises that I'm going to share with you guys today is a 20-meter circle with one side where I am doing a very little bit of renver and half pass back to the rail, and the other side I will canter on. So right here I am showing him the exercise at trot and walk. So I'm trotting the space that I will eventually be cantering, and I turn onto the quarter line, a very slight left flexion. He's a little bit over bent to the right, and a little bit pushing him into the left aids from my right leg back to the 20-meter circle. And here is where I will canter the next time. So you're splitting the circle in half, and basically what I'm attempting is a greater range of mobility. Sorry about the camera wiggle. It was pretty windy, and the Pivo tripod was a little wiggly in the wind. So I'm going to canter half of the circle, center line to center line. I'm going to transition to trot, and I'm going to try to have a little bit of left flexion, just a little bit, and push him over to the left from my right leg. He's a little braced in the base of his neck, and so I'm trying to gain a little bit more mobility through his top line without just hammering transitions or asking for him to move bigger and faster, because if I ask for bigger movement without giving him a shape or a balance to be in, all I'm going to do is make him quicker. So I really want to put in these transitions and help him understand there's a specific shape that his body needs to be in to benefit from the exercises the most. And then I can help him take a longer step in the same tempo. And I'm a really big fan of cantering these guys because their bodies are so big and bulky. I feel like the canter, I can get their body a little bit rounder and a little bit more through. And again, you don't have to do these exercises over and over and over again. Just get to a point where the repetition has helped create the feeling you have wanted from your horse, and then move on. So then the second exercise that I want to share with you that I think help the bulky horses loosen up is this snowman exercise that my coach JJ Tate shares in her Team Tate Academy. But I'm going to put 2 of the snowman heads on this circle. So you see me walking a small circle on center line to the right, and then I'm going to go change the bend, and I'm going to put a 20-meter circle to the left at E and B. And that's that moment right there that you saw, and this little canter is exactly why I'm doing the double-sided, because it's the change of bend that really highlights the weaknesses that he has in his body. Because of the brace that he has basically right in front of my seat, like where the pommel of the saddle is right behind his wither, because of where that brace sits, I want to put these changes of bend and changes of direction in his work to kind of help loosen him up without getting shorter in the reins, without, getting really fussy and kicky at him to get his way through it. So I'm going to let the exercises produce the feeling that I'm trying to get with him. So again, it's going to be a smaller circle on center line on both open sides of the 20-meter circle at E and B. Then you do a change of bend. And again, it's the change of bend that he really doesn't like, but it's because his body is so braced, it gets stuck in one shape. So the goal with him is to kind of put him in multiple shapes throughout the work and show him a range of motion in his body that he can accomplish a much softer feeling. So again, I think right here is where I start the trot and canter transitions. I'm a big fan of trot and canter transitions because it does teach so much swing, and the canter, again, I'm a huge fan of because it teaches roundness and it really helps loosen the horse up quicker than I think any other gait does. So the big topic that you want to make sure that you cover is the accuracy of your transitions, because you don't want to canter them into the base of the small circle, and you don't want to, like right there, you don't want to let them canter too soon out of the small circle so that they fall on their shoulder, because the change of shape challenges the balance, but it's the improvement of the balance that you're actually after. Because even though he needs more suppleness, what's going to create more suppleness is a greater range of mobility and balance, not just getting him supple. So I'm being very specific where I'm asking for the trot transitions. It's going to be before I change the bend to the smaller circle to the right. And then when I ask for the left lead is going to be after I change the bend to the left onto the 20-meter circle again. So I'm never allowing him to be surprised by any of it. I want a very clear and concise exercise, because that's what's going to build his confidence and in turn build his balance, gain greater mobility, gain greater suppleness. So I hope you guys find this helpful, and maybe you can take this to the work with your own quarter horse or short strided horse that you have in your barn. So have a great one, guys. Thanks for watching.